Sisters bonafide. Sisters bonafide. Sisters bonafide. My sister and me.
Hey sisters, happy Sunday. Sunday Funday. Yes, yes. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I know it's winding down, but we're gonna make it do what it do. We're gonna enjoy the rest of what we have left of this weekend and get ready for the week to come, right? That's just what we do. We just keep it pushing. So I, as always, have a lot of thoughts in my head and just things that just come to the forefront of my mind often. And there's one story, I'm not gonna hold y'all for too long, but there's one story that I have to share with you guys because this is one that definitely resonates with me. And I guess just the nature and strength of the women in my family as a whole. Like this is the foundation of my family. And I want to share this story with you guys because my grandmother has shared it with me many times as a kid, and as an adult, I see it and I get it a lot more now. So just to give you a bit of background, the story is about my great-grandmother, Agnes, who was my grandmother's mother. And, you know, she was, my great-grandmother, Agnes, you know, she was born in the South. She came to New York. I don't exactly remember when, but she came to New York and she settled in Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, New York. I know y'all know Marcy. If you know Jay-Z, I know you know what Marcy is, where it is, all that. But my family runs deep. I have roots that run deep in Marcy. Like my great-grandparents settled there. They raised their children there. My aunt lived there for the duration of her life until she passed away some years ago. My uncle lived there until he passed. So I have family that runs deep in Marcy Projects, okay? So yeah, my great-grandmother, she raised her family there. You know, she was a loving person. She was married to my great-grandfather, who I did have the pleasure of meeting when I was a kid. And I remember him so vividly. He was just such a sweet man. So at least I was able to meet one of my great-grandparents. And, you know, so my great-grandmother, she was who she was. You know, she took care of her household. She took care of her family. But the one thing she was, okay, or the one thing she wasn't, was somebody who you could push over or you could talk to any kind of way. She wasn't with it. She was not going to tolerate it from anybody, okay? And, you know, she would let you know about yourself. She'd probably give you a chance to redeem yourself and to let you know, wait a minute, hold up, realize who you talking to, realize who you dealing with before she took action. But Grandma Agnes didn't play no games. So there's one story that I want to share with y'all that kind of ties all this together, right? So, so there was one day, my grandmother tells me this all the time. There was one day my great-grandmother, Agnes, she wanted to go to the store to get some butter pecan ice cream, right? Now, hold up. For all my Black people out there, Black and brown people, y'all know all Black people love butter pecan ice cream. I don't like it. I'm not a butter pecan fan, and I know that that's an unpopular opinion, but I just don't like it. But every Black person seems to love it. I don't know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, but I had to share that with y'all. So she was going downstairs to the store to get butter pecan ice cream. My great-grandfather, he had been working, you know, shifts left and right. So he was upstairs asleep, getting his rest. And my great-grandmother, she went down to get she went to the store to get some ice cream. So she went to the store. She, you know, went to the refrigerator, the freezer, whatever, to find her ice cream that she wanted, which was butter pecan. So she couldn't find it, right? So she goes to the front of the store and asks the store clerk, the store owner, whatever you want to call him. She said, "Do you have any butter pecan ice cream? I don't see it." Now, this is where it gets a little vulgar. So for all of my sensitive ears out there, you might as well just click stop and keep it moving. But I'm going to give it to you real. This is what happened, okay? So the response to my great-grandmother was, "No, we don't have any nigga ice cream." So she said, "What?" She said, say that again. What did you say? She said, and then he repeated it. He said, "No, we don't have any nigga ice cream." So she said, okay. She left the store, went upstairs to her apartment, back to the house, and she proceeded to wake my great-grandfather up and was telling him, like, this mother done disrespected me. Like, he said, I asked him a simple question. I asked him a fair question. Do you have any butter pecan ice cream? This mother is going to say, we don't got no nigga ice cream. So my great-grandfather, he was, like I said, he was a sweet soul. Like, he didn't want no confrontation. Like, nobody bothered him. He didn't bother anybody. He just wanted to sleep. He had been working all day. He's like, Agnes, just sit down. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Like, I'm asleep. She's like, no, My great-grandmother, according to my grandmother, I'm not making this up. She said this herself. She's like, my great-grandmother Agnes was a hell raiser. Like, she didn't care. Like, she was a nice person, a beautiful person, but don't mess with her, right? What more could you ask for? Don't mess with her. So she was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna do what I have to do. So my great-grandmother Agnes, she went in the kitchen, started fumbling in the drawers, in the kitchen counter drawers, pulled out her knife, okay? Sis pulled out a whole knife and went back downstairs to that store. She went into the store and she asked the man again. She said, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you have any butter pecan ice cream? And once again, this man said, we don't have any nigger ice cream. I don't even think the guy was able to get the whole sentence out before my great-grandmother cut his ass. She cut him. She said, don't you ever disrespect me like that again. Who do you think you talking to? And he's like flabbergasted because he didn't see the knife in her hand. He didn't know what was coming. She was full of surprises. You couldn't, she was quick too. So he was like, what, you cut me? Who are you talking to? Don't ever disrespect me like that. I asked you a simple question. So luckily, the guy didn't press charges or anything like that. So she didn't get into any trouble. But I share this story with y'all to say, I guess as a PSA and also as just a word to the wise for people who try other people and think that they can't. Now, I don't condone violence. I don't. But sometimes that's the only way people listen. People will understand and know that you're not with any of the craziness. Like, you will not be disrespected, and that's that. So I guess the whole point of me telling this story is to say, be mindful of what you say to people and who you say it to. Because you may have a person like me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not necessarily I like to think that I like to be more proactive, or I like to think before I react, and, you know, try to like let things go and not be too reactive on certain things. But not everybody's like that, okay? And you can't blame them, especially when you're coming at them disrespectfully, okay? So all in all, what I'm saying is be mindful of your tongue. Watch what you say to people, okay? Because not everybody is going to tolerate disrespect, okay? My great-grandmother did not care. She would pull a knife on your ass in an instant and not give two craps about it and not think about it later, okay? And it's all only when you would disrespect her, not just for any old reason. She wasn't the type of person to start trouble or anything like that. But when you come at her sideways, she gonna come at you with that blade, boo. That's just what it was, okay? So I feel like this is, especially with the thing with what Zion and I are embarking on, where we're coming, you know, we're definitely well on our way to doing what we need to do. And there have been some sideways people coming at us sideways, and they've been, you know, really, you know, comfortable with saying certain things and not hiding behind their keyboards and their monitors. But I'm here to remind you, and this is not a threat, I'm not threatening you, but I'm just trying to educate you and educate everybody that not everyone is going to be as tolerant of disrespect, especially when you're calling someone out of their name, a derogatory you know, you're referencing them in a derogatory way, or referencing their culture or their people in a derogatory way. People are not going to be as welcoming to that. Okay, so that is my story. I hope y'all, you know, y'all enjoyed it. This is something, like I said, my grandmother has shared this story with me a number of times, and it's short, but it gets to the point. Great grandmother Agnes, may God rest her soul, she ain't play no games, boo. Like, she didn't play no games with these people. So yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed my story. And let me know in the comments. I feel like this is something that that is worth talking about. I know I may not get, I know I may get some pushback on it. Like, people, oh my God, how could she have gone downstairs with a knife and she cut him? Oh my God. Well, he should not have disrespected her. All he had to say was, no, we don't have any butter pecan ice cream. But he got disrespectful and said, we ain't got no nigger ice cream. No, boo, won't tolerate that. So let me know what y'all think. I'm open to having an open discussion about this. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And yeah, that's my story for today. Hope you guys have a great week. Okay, do what you have to do. Make it do what it do. Make it work for you. And don't let nobody steal your joy, boo. Keep embarking on your dreams. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you want to do. And don't let anybody stop you. I love y'all, okay? Have a good one. Bye. It's official. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Ding. Sisters Bonafide.